Do not follow profit methods in Growtopia. You will lose all your diamond locks. Well, most of the time. It is really hard to explain simple economics without you losing interest, so I will skip to the main point. Don't you just hate it whenever you follow a profit method and no one is willing to buy? Do you ever question why that happens to you, but the YouTuber you watched it from profited? Well, basically, whenever a profit method comes out, you are not the only one who is watching. Hundreds, even thousands of people are checking the method. What this means is that the quantity demanded for a product remains the same, the quantity supplied increases. This is bad, as this would end up making a surplus. A surplus means that there are more supply than people willing to buy. Let us say that this would end up decreasing the price of that product, which makes it less valuable in the short term. Let me give an example. Let us say a famous YouTuber made the profit method about glowy blocks. He gained profit, and let us say that out of 100,000 people that watched the video, and 100 of them decided to do it as well. And that's a short number, I'm pretty sure a lot more. Now, we know that quantity demanded of glowy blocks from before is the same as today. I mean, why would it change? Nothing would affect it. So now, there are more supply than demand. Price would decrease and you are now forced to sell it at that price, which would usually make you a loss. This only applies to the short term though. If you want to profit, here are a few methods you can abuse when someone uploads a profit method. Number 1. Quantity demanded does not affect the product itself, but it does affect the seed/costs for that product. Let's go back to glowy blocks. We know that when the video was uploaded, the amount of people willing to buy glowy blocks is still the same, but the costs to make it, cutaway building seed and neon light seed, they would increase. The demand would increase. Supply decreases, which causes a shortage, thus making them more expensive than before. This is a good profit method. Instead of going for the actual product itself, buy the products needed to make it. Number 2. Remember, this problem only applies for the short term. Most of Growtopia's profit methods are consumables and blocks, which means that they are something that is being used a lot. When profit method comes out, we know that price decreases, but it won't stay like that. Eventually, the market for glowy blocks will burn through the supply, and as there are less glowy blocks, the price goes back the same and you will profit 100%. Basically, you sell it long term instead of short term. Number 3. The best way you can profit is to follow old profit videos or profit methods that are not being talked about that much anymore. People will think it's outdated, but if it is a consumable or it's a block that's being used a lot and there are people that want it, then make it. I mean, think about it. If the problem for profit methods is that it affects supply, which decreases price, and the way to profit from it is by going long term, then all profit methods are good. If there is a demand for it, and no one or a small amount of people are supplying it, then that is a good market to enter. So Colin, now that I have watched this entire video, and now that I know how it works, how do I profit? I want something that isn't long term and is something that is short term that I can sell quite easily. Well, if I'm being 100% honest, guys, just research it yourself. I know, don't click off. You'll probably hate this, but it's the truth. Find a market with a low supply, high demand, or invest in a market which will have a future high demand, etc. The truth is, Growtopia isn't like other games. There is no specific one best method. It's not RuneScape, it's not Hypixel Skyblock. This is a player-driven game. Unlike other games, wherein the money you gain comes from the server itself by doing repetitive tasks, this comes from players. Growtopia comes from players. Everything is player-made. Thus, all of the economic decisions are based from the market. You shouldn't be looking for profit methods in YouTube. You should be making your own, researching your own, finding your own. And if you still need proof, I will be making another in-depth topic for this video alone. So if I were you, you should stay tuned and subscribe and join the Discord, because I will be hosting lots of giveaways every day. I will give you good profit methods that you can follow, and of course, I will try to make the community as safe, secured, without hackers, bots, advertisers, or scammers, and I will make it very, very, very accessible, as it is 100% free. Thank you guys for watching.